Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andriy Shevchenko, and on behalf of the team of Ukraine Media Center Ukrinform, I want to thank all the journalists who tell the world about our fight for freedom. This time we're talking with Andriy Ivko, first deputy head of Ukravtodor state agency for automobile roads in Ukraine. Mr. Andriy, maybe we may summarize this year in brief. What would be your comments about this year and the operation of Ukravtodor during this year? Thank you. Good afternoon, dear journalists, colleagues, and everybody who is present in this studio. I would like to summarize this difficult year 2022, our today's situation. It's complicated, however, we're moving forward, we're moving towards the victory together with our military, with our army, and we will do everything for our soonest victory. Yeah, a little bit of figures. As you know, our country suffered significant damage and destruction, and that destruction is also related to the automobile roads. The mostly damaged were 15 regions along the front lines, and today we can state that more than 25,000 kilometers of the roads are either damaged or destroyed, and 9,000 kilometers of them are the roads of state significance. 340 artificial structures were destroyed as well, including 150 of them in those roads of state significance. Since the very first days of the full-scale invasion, Ukravtodor started working in the roads, and our priorities were restructured. Since then, we were reoriented, and the first priority became the reconstruction of those artificial structures in the roads that were damaged or destroyed in the beginning of the war. And when our army liberated the regions of Kiev, Chernigiv, back in April, we proceeded to work immediately in coordination with the State Emergency Service and the military administrations. Right upon the demining of the bridges, we proceeded to work. We can say, for example, that MS6 is the international road in the direction of Zhytomyr, the Kiev-Chop highway. It was destroyed so that the Russian Federation forces did not reach Kiev, and when our armed forces liberated that area, we started the reconstruction. We reconstructed the temporary passage within 2 weeks, and today we can say that we rebuilt that bridge within 5.5 months of our work. Also, in the other direction from Kiev, Kharkiv, Dovzhansky, it's M03 road. The bridge over the river of Trubish was rebuilt in a couple of months after we started working. We said that today we keep rebuilding the roads, and our priority today are the bridges and artificial structures that help our people to comfortably normally reach their destinations, and we're in full cooperation with our military. A couple more words, couple more figures. Now today we're working in the bridges, and the 40 artificial structures are in progress, and 68 artificial crossings, artificial bridges are already rebuilt. The regions we're working in Kharkiv region, we cleared 612 kilometers of roads. In Kherson region, 255 kilometers of roads cleared, and 4 temporary temporary bridges were built. Mykolaiv region, 600 kilometers cleared and 4 temporary bridges installed. Donetsk region, we cleared 50 kilometers of roads and 2 temporary bridges. Works are still in progress. Our priorities are roads to Bakhmut, and so we're rebuilding that road. Totally, the overall figures are such. We cleared more than 2,155 kilometers of roads of the state significance, and including communal and local roads. 78 temporary bridges were mounted, and 5 capital bridges are in process of renewal. We completed the joint project with the World Bank M30 road, the road of unity that we started building last year. We almost built it, and today we may say that everything is complete. The last section in Khmelnytsk region, the section of M30 was completed this year. M03 Kiev, Kharkiv, Dovzhansky, we completed the section in Poltava region. We appreciate the support of our partners, international financial organizations. We appreciate the work of our contractors, of the supervisors who agreed to work during such difficult and turbulent period. In brief, that's it regarding the directions. If there are questions, I'm ready to answer them. I will start. The war influenced heavily the logistics of our export and import. In fact, our skies are closed, the sea routes are closed, which created additional pressure on our roads. In particular in the western direction, in particular those going to Poland. What did it all mean for the priorities of Ukravtodor? It meant that our priorities are also the border with the west, the checkpoints, the roads leading to the checkpoints, the temporary stopping areas, the temporary parkings. We renewed the road in the direction of checkpoint of Yagotin, M07. We helped in building the checkpoint at Krokivets. We rebuilt a road there. It's possible to move there and to move there comfortably. We opened 6 more lanes of movement for light vehicles. We were working in Lviv and Chernivtsi regions. In Chernivtsi regions, those are the checkpoints on the border with Romania. In Odessa region, we supported the construction of the checkpoints with Moldova, and we worked in the program initiated by the president, which is called the Open Border, and our priorities will not change during 2023. We will renew our automobile roads, and it will include roads, bridges, and artificial superstructures. The connection with the West, with the European Union, we will pay more attention to reconstruction of the roads and checkpoints that we need for different purposes today. How did the last year expand your capabilities in terms of cooperation with the international partners? Well, obviously this year 22, we started working with our European partners, and they helped us, and they keep helping us further on. First of all, they supported us in construction of bridges that were destroyed, and the first country who offered help to us was Czech Republic. They provided us with 6 artificial superstructures, temporary structures, which are which are already mounted in Kiev, Kharkiv, and Cherkasy regions, and 2 more artificial superstructures are about to be mounted in Kherson region. The organization of the state notary reserves of the Czech Republic will provide us with 12 more artificial structures in year 2023, and in the beginning of the year we already we will plan additionally 12 more bridges which are about to be provided by Czech Republic, France, and the company Meteol provided us with 3 artificial superstructures, 62 meters, 28 and 34. All those bridges went to Chernihiv region. They are already mounted, and we plan to cooperate with them further on, with the country in general and with that company specifically, and we hope to expand our communication to raise more funds and more materials. Also, Norway helped us. We already worked through the supply of 10 artificial superstructures, and we are about to receive 10 of them in the end of January. Sweden promised us, and it is about to happen in the first half of the year 2023. 6 artificial superstructures about to be provided to us. So we cooperate with a lot of our Western partners, and we appreciate it a lot. We appreciate the support of those who are not indifferent, who provide us with not only military or financial help, but also the support of the civil nature. We rebuild the bridges, we reconnect the towns and villages, we provide our military with the capability to move and our civilians to move around our country. How during this year did the nature of damage of the road changed? For example, something that was not specific in the spring, but what changed now? In the beginning of the full-scale aggression, we were fulfilling the works of such type as building of block posts, the Czech hedgehogs. We were removing the road signs, which helped, because when they entered Chernihiv, Kiev regions, they did not understand where they ended up in. So when we understood it, we gave the command to remove all the indicators, all the road sign indicators all around the roads, and all the contractor organizations and local authorities and just regular citizens got involved in the process. So we removed everything within 2 days. And instead, we put that sign, where did the Russian ship go? It was first built in the Sumy region. And then when our military liberated our land, we removed that sign, and we set up a bid which was sold, and during that bid the sign was sold for 630,000 hryvnias. All that money was forwarded to the armed forces. We opened an account with the National Bank of Ukraine, and all the money which was credited to that account, that was forwarded to armed forces. So we had more promotions, and we raised more than 1 million hryvnias. We bought the thermal vision devices, which we forwarded to our military, and just like all of the country, we do what we can, and we support with what we can to our military, our armed forces. My last question is, what were the lessons the company learned during this year? Maybe there are new technologies that you did not try before the year 2022, like you didn't have such a necessity. Maybe those are some internal lessons in terms of management of the company or something. Well, we move forward with the hope for the victory, and for today we can say that the new technologies, well, we don't use any, but today we tried temporary artificial superstructures and the bridges provided by our partners, and we will keep using them. They are quite convenient, they are easily and quickly mounted, they bear the standard load, and we will continue using them during peace times for capital reconstruction of the bridges and for building of the ways around, so we will have such type of structures used. I would like to say more about Ukravtodor and our Western partners. In November, Ukrainian state agency Ukravtodor became a member of the European organization SEDA. It's the organization of the road administrations of the national roads. Our Ukravtodor was involved and accepted as the member of that organization, and today we communicate with them, and our European partners help us, they support us, and will continue this cooperation. This is a very serious step. We see the support for our country at all levels possible, and in fact it demonstrates that European Union is getting us engaged, and Ukravtodor is already in this European family, and we're gonna move forward. We'll move on. Andriy Ivko, the first deputy head of Ukravtodor, thank you for this information. Our next briefing is at 1300. We will be talking with Andriy Vitrenko, first deputy minister of education and science of Ukraine. Stand with Ukraine.